begin the introduction, then he can. Yeah.
A
Yes,
very
we
good
start.
evening. Yes, sir, we are
Ah,
going to start now. A very
Yeah.
good
Just
evening to everyone. Those who are with us today. We have a very dynamic personality with us today, and of course, I wish we will have a very good discussion. So, let me introduce today's guest with us. So we have alumnus of CAET who has gone on to make waves in the world of food innovation, Engineer Pratap Swai. Sir has graduated in agricultural engineering in the year 2006, followed it with a food engineering degree from IIT Kharagpur in 2008, and since then he has been crafting delicious success stories. With 17 years of experience across the FMCG sector, uh, okay. Good evening, sir. Okay. With 17 years of experience
yes,
across FMCG sector, he currently leads global R&D at Parle Biscuits Private Limited, steering products we all know and love: biscuits, cakes, rusks, and snacks and more. Before Parle, he drove innovative at Balaji Wafers and Baler India, setting up new processes for chips,
Bueller.
nachos, noodles, and confectionery delights. From candy lines to global product launches, Engineer Swai has seen it all and built it too. Let's give a warm round of applause to our speaker, innovator, and proud fellow alumnus, Engineer Pratap Swai, sir. Sir, you can start.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for this nice introduction. Okay, let me start. Oh, very less.
वॉलपेपर चेंज करायचं
कर दूं?
हाँ
नको, 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 नको. काय wallpaper?
तुम्हाला
Mobile?
हाँ
So my slides are visible. Hello.
Yes, sir, it's
Yes.
visible.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let me start. As you said, see, I am leading global R&D in Parle. So I'll speak about sustainability from an R&D lens. I will be very practical. What I'm doing today and what I've done before. So what I have made, this is from my practical learning, and I'll just go through it. From my experience, I have just made few PPTs. What are the challenges we're facing in FMCG today? How sustainability can be addressed? So it's all about that. So before I start, as you said, this will be briefly the agenda. I'll talk about no process hygiene, process improvement, and then a little bit on process excellence. So today in Parle, we are driving a lot of joint venture project. So I'll just give a brief about what are the projects we are doing. Then a lot of we are driving a lot of cost efficiency projects in Parle. So I'll speak about that. Because what I'll speak, because that is the need of the hour that FMCG needs this kind of initiatives. Then, since you said we all love Parle-G, so this is a small introduction about Parle, what about our product portfolio. We are not only into biscuits, so we are into snacks, we are into confectionery, we are into chocolate, and recently we started Atta. So this is a small video. I'll just go through it. I'll play the video. Okay. See, as I said, I started. I mean, you explained nicely because basically I'm a food engineer. I spent almost 6 years with Bueller because Bueller is a company. No, they are famous for all kinds of food processing equipments. So after Bueller, then I joined Balaji. Then I came to know the difference between food engineering and food technology. So earlier it was more about food equipments. Then I spent almost 6 years with Balaji, and then now almost 2 years with Parley. So it is a combination of food technology engineering. So that is what helped me. That gives me confidence to drive R&D for such a big company like Parley. So to start with sustainability in food value chain, I always believe it always starts from the farming till distribution because everything has to be controlled at the farming level. I'll just give an example, and all of we consume a lot of peanuts. So peanuts, we face a lot of issues of like mycotoxin, aflatoxin, a lot of contamination in the peanuts when it goes into the process, and uh, and which are not these are unhealthy and like these are carcinogenic also. So that means to make the food chain sustainable, so we need to control all these contaminants. We need to control all these infestations at the farming level. That means what we have to do, we need to have proper farming practices, starting from soil testing, what kind of irrigation we use, what should be the storage practices. So if you follow all these practices, then we can do a lot of control at the farming level, so that before it comes into the main processor like parallel, so it should be free of infestation, free of mycotoxin and aflatoxin. So that will help us to spread these contaminants going ahead. Then today, we need a lot of vendor collaboration because if you see today in FMCG, it's not about a single individual or a single company. So we need a lot of collaboration between research institute, universities with different vendors like technology suppliers, ingredient suppliers. So we need a lot of collaborative effort to make things more valuable, more sustainable. And also at the same time, we need a lot of social responsibility. Nowadays, government is doing a lot of promotion on millets. I mean, we need to promote all these local grains like millet, so that we can consider the healthy part of it, because biscuits, it is full of maida and sugar. So then we need to see the healthy part of it, how we can add millets into the biscuits or snacks, so that we can feed a lot of healthy foods into our consumer. So this slide talk about process hygiene and process improvement. As I said, we need a lot of process automation in our food value chain. For example, since I am from a bakery industry, and we are producing almost, today Parle we are producing almost 90,000 tons of biscuits in a month. We consume almost 60,000 tons refined wheat flour, which is maida, in a month. And we face a lot of issues like oils, larva, or high moisture, and all these things can be controlled, through a lot of process automation, a lot of process having good, manufacturing practices. So that is really required, to control all these. As I said, I like peanuts. I mean, for maida also, we need to have proper cleaning practices, like starting from fumigation. Suppose I am having a good Bueller plant or a plant from Ocream or any other supplier, then I need to have proper cleaning practices in the same plant, like regular maintenance, weekly maintenance, or monthly maintenance, so that we can control all these infestation. And that's why we need a lot of process improvement to make to streamline the food value chain. I have given few examples, like nowadays people are using Entolator, people are using Metador. Bueller is supplying this automatic water dosing system where you can have accurate water dosing when it goes into the process. And nowadays, like this, instead of earlier people used to have this grill magnet, to get rid of all these magnetic substances or the ferrous material. Now technology has come up with the bell type magnetic separator, which is highly efficient. This I'll talk about little process excellence. See, as you know, the process always start after farming. It starts from cleaning, then grading, sorting, grinding, or drying. When it comes into the processor like Parle, we do a lot of baking. See, as I said, to reduce the carbon emission, because now a lot of initiatives at world level, a lot of initiatives has been taken to how we can reduce the carbon emission to make the food value chain more sustainable. I mean, take the example of baking or the drying or the roasting. So if we can have systems like nowadays, no, people are using multi-layered oven. So instead of a single layered oven, suppose if I'll go for multi-layered oven, so then my energy, efficiency will go up. I'll be using less fuel. Then it will have an effect on the carbon emission. I can reduce the carbon emission. I can bake same amount of biscuits with less energy. So that is the need of the hour to contribute, how we can contribute to this sustainability. So these are few examples: roasting, drying, and the baking, where a lot of initiatives can be taken to reduce the carbon emission. Then I have mentioned a lot of process automation is required, starting from ingredient handling, packaging, or continuous mixing, all that. A lot of process automation is required so that we can reduce the manual intervention in the entire process. I spoke about joint venture. As I said, joint venture project. There are many stakeholders which can contribute to this joint venture project. I mean, in Parle, since I am in Parle since 2 years now, I have taken a lot of initiatives to have joint venture project. We are doing a lot of project with the research institute like CFTRA, Mysore, and NIPTIM, Kundli. And also we are inviting a lot of people from different industries or different ingredient supplier, and we're taking a lot of joint venture project, how we can reduce the RM cost, how we can reduce, how we can put a lot of values into the product without compromising on the product quality or the cost. I mean, the output is really great. So these are two examples of the joint venture project. I mean, since I mean, uh, many of you will be knowing last year we had a crisis in cocoa. I mean, cocoa prices, it went up by no, many folds. I mean, we used to buy 200 rupees per kilo, then suddenly it went up to 1,000 rupees. So then we came up with some solution, and that we got the solution to all these joint venture projects. We got an alternate solution to cocoa powder. I mean, so that I can have the same product, same quality without compromising on the taste, but at the same time, we could optimize the cost to a great extent, so that the entire value chain becomes more profitable. Similarly, for the fat reduction, uh, now means 2 years back, if you see the fat prices was 70 rupees. Now it has gone up to 130 rupees. I mean, see, in R&D, it's not about only making new products. So this is a learning for me. I mean, I can make new products, but at the end of the day, it should be profitable and it should be affordable to the consumer. So that's why when fat prices went up, and the product like no in biscuits or snacks you have more than 30% of fat, and biscuit it is almost 23 to 24% of fat. So we had a lot of challenges, but then we took up all the challenges. We did a lot of co-innovation with many vendors, and after that we came up with some good solutions for fat reduction as well. So I've given two examples, like sugar reduction, salt reduction, because that is the need of the hour. People don't want sugar; they want product. They want same taste with less sugar. I mean, the same goes with the, and the new thing has come up with the extraction, because today the selling brand is very critical. I mean, there is no buyer for the bran. And when we are processing maida, so I mean almost 25 to 27% bran will be there in the entire process, and we can have only 72 to 75% of maida. But then when there is a no demand for the bran, so then the challenge is how I can increase the extraction of the maida. So then we came up with some solution. When the result was really nice. I mean, instead of 72, we could achieve 78 and 80% yield, and that was really win-win situation for both processor like Parle and for all our suppliers as well. I mean, these are the challenges. The point is, what I'm trying to say, the industry is challenging today, particularly FMCG. But then I always say when there is a challenge, there is an opportunity to. This is an initiative I started at Parle last year. We are doing this innovation day. As I said, we are inviting people from different industries, people from research institutes. They are coming, they are sharing their expertise, their knowledge with our team. And because of that, we are doing a lot of new projects, new innovations. Like today, I mean, I'll just give an example. So we are having multigrain atta. Then we came up with a solution how we can have this protein-rich atta or probiotic atta or the probiotic candy. So these are the new innovations. I mean, suppose I'm giving a candy to a small kid. I know it's a candy. It means it is only sugar. It's glucose and sugar and a bit of flavor into candy. But when I have something like probiotic, then I will not hesitate giving that candy to a kid because I have a probiotic thing in that candy, which will help in improving the gut health in digestion. So that's why these are the new innovations coming up nowadays. This is the need of the hour. I mean, we need to have some disruptive kind of innovation. Or I mean, the industry cannot afford sort of incremental innovation now. So we need to think differently to have new products in the market. And these are the few innovations. I mean, we do a lot of innovation day, and these are few examples of that. Okay, as I said, what should be the approach being in R&D for so many years? This is the learning for me. I mean, as I said, in FMCG today, if you'll see, I mean, the disruptive innovations are pretty less, pretty abysmal. I mean, people always long-term success. We need disruptive innovations in the market, and we need to be very, very bold and fearless in our approach. That is required so that I can have some disruptive product in the market. I can get those products to the consumer because consumer always needs a different have same taste for a longer run. Suppose I have a product, okay, for 2 years the product will go well in the market, but then what innovation is required? When that is the approach, we need to take a lot of proactive approach instead of just reacting to the crisis. I need to foresee what are the challenges going ahead. Based on that, I have to take a lot of proactive approach in our system. And we need to be very, very transparent in our recipe. Suppose if I have something like no artificial color or artificial flavor in my recipe, that should be reflected on the wrapper, on the laminates. We need to be very, very transparent in our approach. And instead of going with the perception, I always believe we should we should be very, very practical and real in our approach. So that is a long-term success. I mean, I cannot go by the perception while making the products. So I need to be very, very real in our approach. For me, so these are the three major core values to make the food value chain more sustainable. This is from an R&D lens. So innovation, it's all about redefining the possibilities. What are the possibilities going ahead that we need to explore? And then integrity, it's about building the trust. See, Parle is a brand. For me, brand means trust. If consumer doesn't like my product or doesn't like Parle product, they will never buy. So that's why we have to own the trust of the consumer. That is a long-term success going ahead. And then impact, as I said, impact is shaping a sustainable food future. There are challenges, yes. FMCG is a lot of crisis in no, we are facing a lot of crisis in FMCG because all our RM prices are at its peak. So then we have to address those challenges and come up with new solutions to mitigate those challenges. So then only we can make things more sustainable. Okay, so I'll conclude with this. Uh, we need to take more innovative, smart, affordable, and scalable approach to make this food value chain more sustainable, increase our productivity. At the same time, we can address. So that is from my side. Just a short presentation. I mean, I'm open for more interactive, more question answer session so that whatever I know in these 15, 17 years, I can share. So I'm open for any
Thank you so
questions.
much, sir. Thank you for your insightful presentation. It was really very nice. And we actually know that how it is very difficult for a R&D person to speak in public regarding everything. Like when we come to food, it's not just about a biscuit company. It has, or simply a wafers company. It has a lot to do with the seasoning also. It has a lot to do with the baking also, like different how versatile the company is, and whoever is managing the equipment, that also is a very different. So it's not just a food sector. So sir, thank you so much. And you really said that if a person like comes, you have to build the trust among the people so that they come to you again and again. That is also part of the R&D people, that how to tackle the taste bud of the consumers with which you are dealing with. So thank you, sir. Now, as we are in the question and answer round, so it's open for all the participants who are with us. Kindly text your questions, or you can unmute yourself and ask.
Hello, Namaskar. Hello, hello.
Hello, namaskar, sir.
प्रताप बाबू मु ओमफेड रे थिली ओडिया बुझछन्ती के ओडिया न बुझ पारछन्ती
Yes. ନା ନା ନାଇଁ ଓଡ଼ିଶା
हाँ तू
ବୁଝିପାରିବି।
तू ଶୁଣୁ ଶୁଣୁ ନିରଞ୍ଜନ ଓଡିଆରେ କହ
ଓହୋ
ଓଡିଆରେ କହ ଭଲ
हाँ भाई
କହିଚାଲ।
इंग्लिश बहुत पुअर अच्छा मु ओमफेड रे थिली ओमफेड छाड़ी करी निजे गोटे क्षीर प्लांट कली क्षीर प्लांट करी ताको बिकिली मिल्की मो को तापरे देन आई जॉइन at the age of 62 in Pragati and as a project head I completed a modern bakery plant of Pragati and ice cream plant also. But the difficult part is we are not getting really qualified personnel. And I don't join any talk, but when I saw this is a matter of my interest and I joined. Problem होची दी तीनटा problem मु कहूची माने गोटे होची हमर स्विंग ओवन अछि रोटरी ओवन अछि and also now we are going to have a unit of donuts. Donuts sell is very good, very appreciable in Orissa market also. We produce laksa paratha, laksa bread, and all sort of. The things happened once that the bread shelf life reduced drastically. गोटे दिन दी दिन भितर फंगस हो जाउछि एंड सेतबेले हमें जानिबु रियली ए गोटे क्वालिटी कंट्रोल पर्सन रो गोटे क्वालिफाइड क्वालिटी कंट्रोल पर्सन रो रोल कौन इन दिस इंडस्ट्री हमें देखिलु कोन सुपारे रियली ड्यू टू नॉट क्लीनिंग प्रॉपर्ली से माने ईस्ट जो ईस्ट आमे ऐड करूछु दैट ईस्ट टोटली एनवायरनमेंट रे भी हो जाय then we shut down the plant, clean it a day or two, then it is brought to the Is there any typical
Yes.
maintenance for that? And what should be the moisture, appropriate moisture content of the bread? We manufacture bread, bun, cookies, almost 99 varieties.
Hmm.
And these all are CS aerother
Yes.
basics.
Yes. Okay.
तो
Sir,
आगुर भाई जाने के लिए तब कोई होता तो खोजी खोजी की तब सुंदर contact
na-
रखते हैं. I need people like you really to guide us in this old age to come
pro-
up.
sir, coming to bread रे अबे you are right. Shelf life maybe बहुत challenge. But no, we can have. I mean, we have done it. We can have 21 days shelf life in bread. We are not selling in India, but as I said, we have a big factory in Nigeria. So I mean, Nigeria, just few months back, we started our bread production, and we are getting 21 days shelf life. As you said, so we have to work on the recipe, and we need to have some sort of preservatives in the bread so that we could achieve the shelf life. And second thing is bread.
Actually, my MD is very against this adding any preservative to
Sir,
any
I'm
food.
coming to the second aspect of it, and the bread process. It needs to be fully automated. We cannot afford any human intervention while packing.
Mine is a fully automatic. Mine is a fully automatic.
Sir, fully
Everything.
automated. Agreed. But see, I mean, I mentioned in my presentation also. So we are having a lot of vendors, Moida vendors. They are having fully automated Bueller plant, fully automated dust-free, infested-free Bueller plant. Then see, people who are running the plant, they should do the proper maintenance. So they need to know about the weekly maintenance, daily maintenance, monthly maintenance. Similarly, in case of bread, there need to be proper swab test. We need to identify a few critical points where the sample needs to be taken at what frequency. But that can be done, and we have done it, as I said. And we are initially we also test, within 7 days. Pura kharab ho jautla. But now we are getting 21 days shelf life in the bread, so it is possible.
Actually, ଜଣା ପଡିଲା ଯେ ଯୋଉଠି ଆମେ ମଇଦା ଆଣୁଥିଲୁ ସେ ମଇଦା itself was a fungal affection affected ହେଇକିରି ଆସୁଥିଲା.
So I mean, as I said, we have to. It's not only about my own process. Also, I have to educate the vendor from where I am buying my ingredients, because suppose vendor they don't know what kind of maintenance they should do, then I have to educate them. See, at the end of the day, being in Parle, when product goes into the market, it is Parle logo is there. So then our brand is getting affected. So that in case of you also, it is all about your brand, because you are putting a lot of effort to develop that brand, and then we'll be losing the trust of the consumer. So
every day now average consumption of maida is 100 bags in my plant, and
yes.
It's a good plant, and particularly I don't know that is the problem in swing oven, and we prefer now tunnel oven over swing oven, and these things are getting better, particularly bun, cream bun, etc. Life is increasing, and it's a good thing. Anyhow, where can I get a person or consultant to guide my plant?
Sorry, sir, outer question.
But where can I get a good consultant who will guide me in developing the product, in quality control also, and also with recipe?
Okay, I'll give you some contacts. I know people there in the industry, and they're giving a lot of consultancy. Since I'm working for a company, I cannot.
Yes, I understand.
I can just share my experience, but then it will be a conflict for me, because but I can give you a few contacts, and they will guide you how to come out of this problem.
Really, I personally consume your which is really nice over Britannia.
Thank you.
Really,
Thank you.
Good one.
So we all grown
Anyhow,
up eating Parle-G. So for me
what
also,
is actually what is your suggestion? What should be the gluten percentage in the maida, particularly to be used
yes.
in bone?
Yeah, see, in India, you will see people can say, but to get high gluten, like to get 10.5 is also difficult. In India, when
Yeah.
I'm saying to get 10.5% gluten, it's difficult. So, I mean, India, whatever wheat is available, it is in the range of 8 to 10.5. Okay, you will get 11, but the percentage is very less.
Again, actually, whether this gluten percentage, is there any impact of on gluten quality or gluten percentage with the time of keeping in store?
Yeah, it depends, because if you have high gluten, then maybe your bread you will get a property like naan. It will give more elastic property. People may not like it, so that's why we should not have high gluten in the bread, because high gluten means it gives a lot of elasticity to the product. So, like suppose I am making noodles, then I need high gluten, because before making noodles, I need to make a seed. To make a seed, then I need to have high gluten in the product so that I can make that seed. But I'm making, suppose, for example, Parle-G. For Parle-G, it is a molded biscuit, so I don't have to make a seed. So then I don't need high gluten. And also in the process, we don't want gluten to develop. If gluten develops, then you don't like Parle-G because it will be hard in texture. But we need tender and soft texture in Parle-G. So that's why we always prefer in Parle-G, gluten should not be more than 9%. So it depends what kind of product, what kind of texture you need in the end product. So based on that, we need to decide what gluten should be in the maida.
So what is, last question, many people are there also. Sorry, I am taking much time because I'm facing a lot of problem. How to test that this yeast is good one?
Sorry, how to?
Yeast quality କେମିତି ଜାଣିବା?
Then you have to see, suppose you put a yeast, then you
Sorry, thanks to ଟିକେ କଟି ଯାଉଛି.
No, he's having some connectivity problem. Just give it a second. Yeah.
because they put a lot of maida in the yeast. So that's why practically we need to check the level of fermentation we are getting for that particular yeast.
Pratap,
Laboratory test.
we could not hear you entirely because there was internet issues. So can you repeat what you just told? Yeah, please.
What I'm trying to say, for yeast, suppose I'm making a fermented cracker, like in Parle, we have products like Monaco and Crackjack. These are fermented crackers. So we put yeast in the dough. So to define whether the quality is good or bad, practically I have to check by seeing the rise and fall of the dough. When I'll put yeast, it will rise. So if the yeast quality is good, then the rise will be better. And the same time also I have to see the time.
Yeah.
So, because in yeast they put a
No,
lot of
I know this yeast reaction depends on temperature, time,
yes,
and
it is
humidity.
temperature sensitive. We have to maintain the temperature, we have to maintain the humidity, otherwise
But
we have to keep.
for that, Pratap, I cannot waste a batch. How can in laboratory I can test, in a lab test, I can say, yes, these are the tests for yeast.
So if you have hot air oven, you can put your dough in the oven, set a temperature 2 degree or 40-degree temperature, and put the dough with the yeast. So then you can check. Or if you have a humidity chamber in your lab, then you can control the humidity and temperature both to see how the yeast is behaving. So that you can check.
Only from the behavioral aspect, or is there a chemical test?
Sir, I
Only
always
this is the
believe
physical
first we
test.
need to see. I always believe we need to see the physical aspect of it before going into the chemical things. Whether the product is good or bad, I can see looking at the rise of the product. So if the rice is good, then I can do the chemical test. If the rice is bad, then there only I have to reject the yeast.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay.
ନିରଞ୍ଜନ ଏ ନିର
Oh, oh.
ତୁ ଗୋଟେ କାମ କର ଇଷ୍ଟ ଚା ଖେ ଘରେ ବସିକିରି
Uh-huh.
10-12 ପ୍ରକାର ଇଷ୍ଟ ଚା ଖେ ହଁ ତତେ ଯୋଉଟା ଯୋଉଟା ଭଲ ଲାଗିଲା ଯୋଉଥିରେ ମରିଲୁ ସେଇଟା ୟୁଜ କରିବୁନି ଯେପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ
ଶୁଣବେ,
ବଞ୍ଚିଛୁ ସେ
ତୁ ବିଶ୍ୱାସ କରିବୁନୁ, at the time of commissioning, almost 40 metric ton of maida was thrown away. And ଆମେ JCP ଲଗେଇ ଖୋଳିକି ପୋତିଛୁ ମାନେ ଏଥିରେ ଏଇଭଳିଆ ତାର ମାନେ ସେନ୍ସିଟିଭ ବହୁତ ସେନ୍ସିଟିଭ ପ୍ରଡକ୍ଟ ଭାଇ। ଆଉ ଯୋଉ ବ୍ରେଡ ଟା 10 ଟଙ୍କାରେ ଖାଉଛ ତା ପାଇଁ ମୁଣ୍ଡ ବଥା ରିଏଲି ବହୁତ ସେନ୍ସିଟିଭ ପ୍ରଡକ୍ଟ। ମାନେ ଟିକେ ମଏଶ୍ଚର କଣ୍ଟେଣ୍ଟ ଯଦି ଇଧର ଉଧର ହେଇଯିବ ନା ଭାଇ ମାର୍କେଟରେ ଗୋଟେ 2 ଦିନ ପୂର୍ବରୁ ଫଙ୍ଗସ ହବା ଆରମ୍ଭ ହବ।
Anyway, ତୋର ତ consultant, you will get your consultant from Pratap.
ରିଏଲି
But also,
ଗୋଟିଏ ଭାଇ ମତେ ଗୋଟେ କନସଲଟାଣ୍ଟ ଦିଅ ଯାହା we pay for it, we pay for it, no doubt
Yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
I'll
Actually
also give you some.
we have we have some contacts in Britannia. People come help us মানে in that way, মানে particularly Bangalore Britannia people, they have we have some contact. But when I saw today's talk, and that is particularly your experience and your year, then I immediately thought that today I will talk to this. This is my company. So I
Then
will
I'll
talk
give you the
to.
I'll give you the consultant number, and also I am having few good yeast supplier. I'll give
Very
those
good.
numbers. Maybe we can try.
अच्छा donut market कौन उड़ीसा रे?
In Cuttack, we are coming up with a new plant in plant Paraleji.
कोठी
I think it in near to Jagatpur. Maybe during Diwali I'll be visiting the plant. But in November we'll start the production.
I am staying at Jagatpur. I am staying at Jagatpur.
Okay, sir.
Anyhow, how can I give you a number? Can you note down?
So why don't you put it in the chat? Do you know how to put it in the chat?
अरे ଏତେ କାମ ହେଇଥିଲା ସାର୍ ମୁଁ ୟୁଏସ୍ ରେ ନଥାନ୍ତି
ଆଚ୍ଛା ଆଚ୍ଛା ଶୁଣୁ ଏ ନିର ଶୁଣୁ I will I will give your number to him, okay?
Okay.
To Pratap, okay? I'll take, I made a note, I'll give it to Pratap. Okay, let's move on because others need some time.
Others may be very interesting also.
Jigyasa is next. Jigyasa, you are next. You are muted.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sir, I have a question regarding the people who are like the interns, or like the people who have just completed their postgraduate, like which companies they should start, they should aim for, like joining. Should it be like B2B or B2C based companies? Because while going for Balaji, or we can say Bikaji or Haldiram, they don't actually prefer people from directly after MTech or directly after their MSc. They go for with a 5 years of experience. So which companies should they be focusing more on?
See, it depends. First thing is what kind of interest they have. If they are going to B2C, so then they should be mentally prepared because they have to face a lot of challenges in B2C. Sorry, in B2B, right? In B2B, a lot of challenges will be there. But I don't know about because I recruited 3 MSc food technologists last month. I don't know about Haldiram or Balaji. Even when I was in Balaji, that time also I was taking a lot of pressure because. So my message is very clear. I mean, if we are in the industry, suppose if I'll say no, I don't want freshers, then who will take the freshers and how they will get the experience? So someone has to take the freshers and do some sort of handholding, give them training. And today, and knowing the freshers, so they bring a lot of innovation into the table. I mean, I can share my experience. Suppose I'll tell them 2 things, they will came back to me with 5 new things. So in that way they are giving their contribution. So I always prefer they should target B2C. Uh, to have initial few months or few years will be challenging, but then they will enjoy. And when they are going for a company, whether male or female, they should be ready to travel, because see, to learn the things you have to make your hand dirty. So sitting at the office, sitting at the lab, you cannot learn anything. So you have to go to the plant, you have to see the process. So then only we can build your knowledge. So that is required.
Sir, actually, that is the thing. Like when we see for the R&Ds or anything, it has the different sub branches. Like they don't work. The office are not actually quite located in very convenient places. So coming up with my second question, without affecting your intellectual property right thing. Sir, am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Sir, can we just know that what are the new products we are expecting from your company? Like what?
So today in Parle, we are ready with more than 100 products. Some are incremental innovations, and also we have some lot of new products which are not in the market. And some products it is we have few biscuits. It's not available in the world. So that you will see in coming months from Parle. So I cannot share, but yes, a lot of because I always enjoy working in R&D to make new things. So, but I cannot share.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay, sir.
yeah,
Thank you.
Actually, there is a
yeah.
question.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jigyasa. Actually, there is a question in the chat from Rajendra Babu. Rajendra Babu, you can ask the question if you have Rajendra
Yeah, I
Babu.
saw the question. Yeah, I saw the question, sir. I'll just tell. We have a factory. We have a CMU. We have a contract manufacturing unit in India. Is Linger. Making Parle-G and happy for us. And as I mentioned, we are coming up with a new plant. It's near to Jagatpur. I have not seen that plant, but this is a big plant. That will be the second plant in Odisha.
Contract manufacturing.
Yeah, that is contract manufacturing.
Who are there? Who are there? Okay.
Sanjay, you wanted to ask something?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Hi, Sanjay.
तारा भी कहा कहा
Uh,
तोर
yeah.
इंटरनेट प्रॉब्लम हो चुका था हाँ तारा फ्रीज कर गया से
So can
okay
try disconnecting his or video and connecting his audio. That may work. Sanjay, sir.
I hope he's hearing you. No, he got frozen completely. Okay, while he's unfreezing himself, let me ask you a quick question.
Yes, sir.
You talked about carbon footprint
Yes.
reduction during roasting, baking, and what else? Something else, okay?
Drying.
Uh,
Yeah.
but drying, correct.
Yes.
Oh, is Sanjay back? No, okay. So, can you briefly tell me how you are reducing the carbon footprint during these
Yes.
processes?
Yeah. See, what we are doing, this is some sort of process innovation. Like I am having a single layered oven. As I said, suppose I'm making cake.
Mm-hmm.
So cake, generally people use a tunnel oven. It's a single layered oven. So now the technology has come up. Uh, they have multi-layered oven. So in the
Right.
multi-layered oven, the energy efficiency will be much higher. So I can use, suppose I'm using a certain amount of energy to make 1 ton of cake. With multi-layered oven, using same energy, I can make around 1.5 tons of cake. 1.5 tons of cake. So that will help us not to reduce carbon emission. Okay, carbon emission will be there, but suppose today it is, I mean, the 100% can come down to 70% because the 30% savings I can do through technology.
No, I understand. So the okay, modernization of the oven.
4 kg production, 4 kg production.
Yeah. Yeah, and second thing is, and there is another way to do it. I can add some ingredient in my recipe, so that will help. That will act as a catalyst to increase the rate of evaporation. Suppose my rate of evaporation is high. I'm making a Parle-G and my baking time is, for example, 3.5 minutes. I can get the same moisture, same baking quality with within 3 minutes of baking time. So there is a reduction of 30 seconds. So that will also help to reduce the carbon emission.
Okay.
Sir, namaskar, sir. Sir, Sanjay Swami Kothali, sir. Sir, as I am
Namaskar,
traveling,
sir.
I am asking in audio mode only.
Okay, sir.
Sir, ଗୋଟେ question ଅଛି ପ୍ରତାପ କୁ ମୋର ପ୍ରତାପ ଇଏ ଆମେ ସବୁବେଳେ ଆଜି କହୁଛେ ଲୋ କାର୍ବନ ସୋସାଇଟି ନେଟ୍ ଜିରୋ ଏମିଶନ ଏଇ କଥା ଆମେ ସବୁବେଳେ କହୁଛୁ ତ being a professional from forest and environment department ମୁଁ ଭାବୁଛି ଏଇଟା ଠିକ ହବ ତ ପ୍ରତାପ ଏଇ ଯୋଉ କାମଟା ତମେ କରୁଛ ବହୁତ ଭଲ କାମ କରୁଛ ଆଉ ଏଥିରେ ବହୁତ କିଛି ମୁଁ ଜାଣିଲି ଇଏ ପୁରା ଶୁଣୁଥିଲି ମୁଁ ପ୍ରଥମରୁ ତ ଆମେ how to achieve low carbon society and net zero emissions through your work କି ସେମିତି କିଛି ଭାବିଛ କେବେ କିଛି ଟିକେ କହିବ ସେଇ ଉପରେ ଦୀପଦ କହିବ
net zero emission see practically
today net zero emission ମାନେ ମୁଁ କହୁନି ଯେ ମାନେ tending to zero it may not be zero but it is tending to zero or low carbon society এই ଟାଇପର ଜିନିଷ ଆମେ ଟିକେ ସେ ବିଷୟରେ କିଛି କହିବ ତମେ ଦୀପଦ
see few days back I was listening to a presentation from someone from Oxford University. So he was predicting maybe by 2050 the global temperature will increase by 1.5 degree. So that was his prediction. So for low carbon emission, everybody has to contribute. Suppose I'm buying equipments from Bueller, from XYZ. They also need to see my process, how they can reduce the carbon footprint. Similarly, as I said, I was just answering the question of Professor Misra. I mean, being a processor, I have to see how I can reduce my baking time. I mean, how I can reduce my cooking time. Suppose I'm making a candy, how I can reduce the cooking time. So in that way, I can contribute to carbon emission. I mean, I cannot talk about net zero emission, which is practically impossible. But yes, we can reduce the carbon emission. So that should be the target, and we are doing it.
Okay. Thank you.
So net zero emission is a misconception actually.
Yes.
What it means exactly is the amount of production should be equal to amount of sequestration, and that's what net zero emission means. Okay, so nobody can stop.
Sir, if I remember correctly, sir, I think Bhutan has a negative emission of carbon, sir.
And that's not because Bhutan is not emitting anything, but they're sequestering more.
Yes, sir.
So,
sir, why we can't try in our society? Maybe sir try koriପାରିବା sir. ଏଇଠି ଆମେ ବି କରିପାରିବା.
You are in forest department. You are the best person to try it because the
more ଆମେ ତ କରୁଛୁ sir ଏଟା but ଖାଲି ଗୋଟେ department କଲେ ହବନି sir. ଏଟା sir ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କର ବଡ଼ responsibility sir ରହିଛି.
But the solution is tree, nothing else. The more the agriculture, more the tree, more the forest, the carbon sequestration or use will be increased.
Sir, खाली tree नुहे sir tree सहित आमे solar energy को बेसी popularize करिबा sir water harvesting structure करिबा water conservation करिबा sir एगुडा को भी बहुत बड़ो rule रहिछि to combat climate change.
Sanjay, there is a cost associated with the renewable energy, which we have not been ready as a society in the world yet, right? So in the future, maybe that is true, but currently we cannot just flip a switch from, say, gas and oil to solar and wind.
Sir, correct, sir.
So no, you're talking about the right things, but there are Prabhat Babu has his hands
Sir.
up, so we can discuss it later.
Yes, sir.
Sanjay,
Yes, sir.
okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, you are welcome. Prabhat Babu, you are next.
मोर मु खाली आड करी निरंजन आ इवन बर्तमान तो यूरोप रे अछि यूरोप रे भी जो पावरिटी बर्तमान बिक्री होउछि ता धरे लिखा होउछि जे बेस्ट बिफोर सी बैग टाई तमे जदी देखियो मात्र 3 दिन की 4 दिन थिवो बेसी दिन नुहे किंतु ता धरे से गोटा कंडीशन कहउछि यूज विद इन 1 मंथ defrost thoroughly for a minimum of 2 hours in a cool dry place once defrosted do not refreeze एटा रहुची तांकर जो पावरुटी से माने बिक्री करछथि ता खोलो माने कवर ऊपर लेखाटा रहुची किंतु मु देखुची तार जो टॉप से माने दउछथि टॉप रे जो गोटे टैग दउछथि से टैग रे जहा देखुची डेट मात्र 3-4 दिन भितरे तबे जदी कंज्यूम न करिवो ब्रेड टाकू सेडा नष्ट हो जाउची एवं ता धरे फंगस पळे आछी विदिन 3-4 डेज एणु एटा केबे ये जो हमर ब्रेड टा लॉन्ग लास्टिंग नुहे प्रिजर्वेशन रे
बिल्कुल नहीं सर बिल्कुल नहीं आमे तो फंगस आड करूचे अदर टू दैट केते मिनिमम एजरे हबो सेटा होची प्रॉपर
एणु when European people are unable how can we expect that in India we can do it
that is wrong.
I'm sorry to say. No, I'm sorry to say.
That is a
I'll
wrong
not agree.
notion. European
I'll not
लोग
agree.
करते Indian
Yeah,
लोग
yeah.
करते that is bad
I'll not
bad
agree. So that is a wrong
idea,
perception.
totally.
We should
नहीं,
come out
नहीं,
of those mindsets.
ଶୁଣନ୍ତୁ ମୁଁ କଣ
Not-
କହୁଛି ଶୁଣନ୍ତୁ ତା ଦେହରେ ଲେଖା ହେଇଛି ଯେ within 1 month କିନ୍ତୁ ଟ୍ୟାଗ ରେ 1 month ନାହିଁ ମାତ୍ର 3-4 ଦିନ ଟାଇମ ରହୁଛି 3-4 ଦିନ ଭିତରେ କନଜ୍ୟୁମ
because,
କର
see, I'll tell you, in Europe, they follow a lot of clean label. Say they have a restriction, what should be the ppm of the preservatives. So as per FSSI, the ppm level is high. So in Europe, that level is less. So that's why they cannot put more preservative in the product. But to say Europe they are not doing and we won't able to do it, that is wrong.
That is
I
bad.
mean, we should come
Yeah,
out
that is
of
wrong.
those mindset and those perception. I'm sorry to
Right.
say.
ନାଇଁ ନାଇଁ
agree with
ପ୍ରତାପ
you.
ବାବୁ ମତେ ଖାଲି ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ ବୁଝାନ୍ତୁ ସେ ଯୋଉ ତା ଦେହରେ ଲେଖା ହେଇଛି ୟୁଜ ୱିଦିନ୍ 1 month defrost thoroughly for a minimum of 2 hours in a cool dry place once defrosted do not refreeze କଣ ଆ
Yes.
ଅର୍ଥ
See, I'll tell you. Suppose if we are making a frozen bread, because in Balaji, I got some experience of making bread, and we are storing the bread in cold storage, like 4 degree to 7 degree, or in free. Suppose if you are doing deep freezing, so then you are storing the bread at -40. So in -40, all your enzymatic activity, everything has almost zero. I mean, we can have bread in frozen condition for, for 2 years or more than 1 year. But when it comes out of the frozen state, all these ice crystals which are gone inside the bread, so that will melt. So that is called thawing process. But now freezing and I'm melting it, the thawing process. After thawing, if I'm doing freezing again, so that impact will not, and you won't get that impact. So that's why once it comes out of the freeze, it should be used. So that's why they are writing what you said. I mean, once it is open or once it is, what you
Once it
mentioned.
is defrosted, do not
The reverse
refreeze.
is not possible. The reverse is not possible.
Okay, let's move on to Shivans. Shivans Raut. He has a question because we are running out of time. Shivans Raut.
Hello.
Yeah.
ये
Sir,
ब्रेड बटर का काम
good
है
evening. Hello.
Hello. Yes. We are.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone. So I have basically
evening.
3 queries. I have typed that one in the chat box also. Is it audible?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So if I have a limited amount of money and other resources as a beginner or as a startup, and I want to set up a manufacturing unit in FMCG sector. So how should I utilize my resources and money? So that is my first question. Second is, what are the factors considered to set up a manufacturing unit in the FMCG sector? And third, I have already a manufacturing unit with good capacity, a pulverizing unit and a puff making unit. So what are the opportunities, or how I can be associated with Parle if you are planning to set up plants in Orissa or any other location.
Okay. So let me start with the last question. So when you are saying pop making machine, so what kind of products you are making?
So we are making now, we have 7-8 dyes. We are making murmure or mudi, local mudi type, and stars and moons type. Then bundi, chana bundi type, millet, all millet based. All are puffed. And there are 3 more dyes which are in the 3-4 more dyes which are under construction. So currently our production is I think chana bundi type also. Like half chana जोटा हमर बुट्टो जो से बुट्टर हाफ portion जोटा so ସେଇଟା କୁ ଆମେ puffing କରୁଛୁ millet ରେ. So currently 4 products are there and another 3-4 are in line.
So you are using extruder properly?
Yes.
What kind of technology you are?
Extruder.
It is a single screw or twin screw extruder? What kind of extruder you have?
Actually that manufacturing unit, I have tied up with that manufacturing unit and I am into the marketing sector. Technical things, they are expert and they have set up that, technical things they are taking care of it, marketing part I am taking care of it. So my job is to connect with B2B or buyers, brand, non-brand, local. So my job is to connect with the buyers, the products and the buyer.
And what is your production capacity today?
For puffing, it is 1 ton per day for puffing. If I consider 7 hours, 6 to 7 hours of working, the shift can be 2 shift or 3 shift, it can be done. And the pulverizer, it is from cleaning, sorting, grading, destoning, and pulverizing. It is 5 to 6 tons per day. So I am into millets. I am producing millet products right now. All the things millets.
Okay, let me see. Give your details. What maximum capacity you have, and what spare capacity you have, and what are the product portfolio what you are having today. So then we will see. We are looking for a lot of contract manufacturing unit. But let me see the capacity in the plant setup. So give me the details. So bring my charger. Give me 2 minutes.
ଏବେ ଯିଏ ବାବୁ କହୁଥିଲେ କଣ ତାଙ୍କ ନାଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କର?
ଶିବାଂଶ ରାଉତ।
ସିଦ୍ଧାର୍ଥ ରାଉତ sir, ମୋ ପୁଅ ନା ଶିବାଂଶ ରାଉତ।
ଓହୋ ଓକେ ଓ ସିଦ୍ଧାର୍ଥ ତୁ କହୁଛୁ। ଓକେ ଓକେ ମୁଁ
ସିଦ୍ଧ ବାବୁ କହୁଛ ନା କଣ?
ମିଲେଟରେ କିଏ କହିବ sir?
ହଁ ନାଇଁ ମୁଁ ନାଁଟା ପଢିକି କନଫ୍ୟୁଜ ହେଲି ଭାରି। ମୁଁ କହିଲି ତାପରେ ତୁ ଟିକେ ଅଲଗା ଦିଶୁଛୁ ଆଜିକାଲି, ବୁଢା ହେଇଗଲୁଣି କି କଣ ମୁଁ ଜାଣିପାରୁନି।
ସାର୍ ଲୋକ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଟୋକା ହେଇଗଲେଣି, ବୟସ କମିଗଲାଣି, ଆପଣ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ବୁଢା ହେଇଗଲେଣି।
ସେ ମିଲେଟର ନାଁ ରଖ ଖାଇକିରି।
Okay, what was your first question?
Question was ki, if I am a startup.
Okay.
So we have 1 more minute to end this one. So okay, just quick. Okay, we can. It's time, nothing else. No unfair.
More last question.
No, Niranjan, you can't. Let them address. Number दे दीजिए, number दे दीजिए।
Okay, very good.
Your first question, I think whatever manufacturing we are doing, so that is a least investment technology, because otherwise you can explore in snacks. We can explore product like snack pellets, frames. So where you buy the pellets from supplier and then you fry it and put your masala and do nice packing and send it to the market. So it has only 3 processes.
My question was like, if I have a limited amount of money and if I want to start up a manufacturing unit, so where should I invest my money before starting the manufacturing unit or in the manufacturing unit? How should I distribute my money or my investment so that I can set up a manufacturing unit? If I am a startup company, I don't have much resources to burn, much money to burn. So what should be the ideal scenario?
I think he as a R&D people may not do, but from our experience, I can say, Steve,
I think management people can answer this question in a better way.
So, first of all, go for trading. Whatever things you want to do, go for trading. Don't go for manufacturing the unit initially. I see how you develop a product of your own, get it manufactured somewhere else, maybe in contract basis or something like that. Then test the market. If it is appreciated by consumers, then go for that. Otherwise, simply don't purchase machines and etc. Everything and yeah. That will not be a good one.
Okay, so the second question.
Initially
Understood.
purchase the product, sell in your over counters or your market channels. Right?
Understood.
Okay,
Understood.
thank you, Niranjan.
Second
Bhala.
question is, what are the factors considered to set up a manufacturing unit in the FMCG sector?
Yeah, there is only simple answer to it. First, you have to do the market survey for that particular product. So what are your target market and what is the potential for that particular product? Based on that, you decide quantum of investment for that product. First, you need to do
volume.
Because FMCG, as I said, it's a thin line business now. People like Parle, Britannia, Balaji, Haldiram, their net margin is in single digit. So a lot of market survey is required.
Okay.
Actually, one more, sir, just for 1 minute, one more. I have not mentioned that one. How to compete? I mean, what is the scenario in the FMCG sector for branded and non-branded or local companies? What are the strategies? I mean, maybe it is a marketing point of view, but from manufacturing point of view, if there are any points which you need to mention, what should be the strategy to compete with brands or non-brands? I mean, if non-brand is competing with brands or if brand is competing with non-brands, whatever, with respect to anything. But from manufacturing point of view.
So you have to see the market. Like I said, I have seen these people in Rajkot. They have a manufacturing unit in Rajkot for noodles, but you won't find noodles in Rajkot. They will be selling noodles in Rajasthan and that market. So that's why you have to see to stay away from the competition. Then you have to define your market. So where I should put the put my product so that I should get some return out of it. To stay away from the competition at the beginning. That is very critical.
So raw material availability, is that a major concern now to manufacture a product or no?
No, raw material availability is not a concern, but but then minimum order quantity is a challenge. Suppose you have a small manufacturing unit, and so they will not entertain, because if you ask for 5 tons, okay, they will give you the product for 500 kilos, because they have a big process and they will not entertain for 500 kilos. So that is the challenge. So they will always ask for the minimum order quantity for that particular RM.
Okay, so it's always
thank you.
about the market.
Thank you, Pratap, and others. I think we are just on the at a time we should conclude, because people need to go and have dinner and sleep rather than sitting here. So any other questions? Please bring it to the WhatsApp forums so that Pratap is a member. He can address those.
Yeah, I'll be happy to answer. So no problem.
So first of all, I'll say that I apologize for the delay in starting the tea talk today, Pratap. But it was an excellent.
It's my pleasure. Thanks for the opportunity from my side. So it's not an issue. It's my pleasure.
Yeah, it's an excellent presentation and good engagement today. Excellent engagement, I would say. And good information.
बहुत कथा रहिला माने it's really beautiful.
Namaskar.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
Please. I
Okay,
will be
with that, thank you,
happy
Pratap,
to
and
contact you.
we'll discuss more in the forums. Okay?
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
Swami
you.
sir. Thank you.
Thank you.